Welcome. This is attorney Brandon Thompson from the Elder Care Firm. Today we are continuing our series on the 10 most gruesome estate planning mistakes. Mistake number 2 is leaving an I love you will. An I love you will is basically when a married couple leaves identical wills, each spouse gets everything upon your death. These wills are usually put together by a lot of married couples. I have a lot of couples that come to me and say, we're going on a vacation, we're leaving the kids at home, we need some guardians to appoint, things like that, but then they never update their estate plan. One of the most common misconceptions out there is that a will avoids probate. This is not true. If you pass property assets through a will, it has to be probated. Those property assets have to be probated. A will is basically an instruction letter to the probate court. So it is a step up from dying intestate, which I talked about last week, which means you die with assets in your name and no will. And in that case, the probate court's rules will distribute your property. In this case, though, the will ultimately distribute your property according to your instructions, but it has to still go through the probate court. Now, I do have clients in situations where a will doesn't have to go to probate. That's when there's really no assets to pass through the court, like real estate or bank accounts or things like that. And in those cases, we're typically dealing with personal property, like knickknacks around the house, who gets the couch, maybe some small amounts of jewelry, things like that. But for the most part, if you pass your assets with a will, it's going to have to go through the probate court. There are other ways to pass your property, of course, as I mentioned in the previous video: joint property, beneficiary designations, and trust. So in many cases, we would recommend using a trust to pass your property, or beneficiary designations, or joint property designations. In later videos, I'll go into more detail of the benefits of trust, but in this video, I'm just mentioning that a will does not avoid probate if you're passing property through it. So that is our mistake number 2, is passing property through a simple will. Again, it's Brandon Thompson, an attorney at the Elder Care Firm. I will be back very soon for mistake number 3, which is outright distributions to your children. Thank you.